Hello. It's some years ago now since an old pal of mine made this remark. He said, Mick, he says that whenever I'm driving through a town or I see a crowd of people or even someone standing alone in a doorway, I think to myself, there's a story there. And I guess that's true. I guess we all have our stories, our own personal stories. You have yours and I'll have mine. And I thought about this and I thought, well, cities have their stories and towns, they have their stories. But villages like Langold, the village that I grew up in, that has its stories too. And I'd like to just tell you of one, because it's this time of the year that I'm reminded of the story of a young coal miner. His name was Cyril, and an old dog called Spot. It was grey that night when Cyril and his pals were walking home from Furbeck Pit. The young coal miners had just spent hours down the mine and now they're heading home back to Langold. On reaching home, Cyril kicked his snow from the snow from his boots on the back doorstep, and he heard his mother in the kitchen calling. She was leaning over a pan of chips that was bubbling on a coal fire. She called across to him, Cyril, I don't know where old Spot's got to. He's been missing for hours in this weather as well." Cyril reached up for his wet coat. "I know where he'll be, ma'am. I've got a good idea. I'll be back later." Cyril did find old Spot. Spot was trapped in the spinney. The spinney is a long strip of wood that winds its way out into the fields, and the drifting snow had blown across the fields and caused a metre-high wall of snow to trap Spot in. I don't know what the old dog thought as he sat there shivering, and he heard the whistling and the calling of his name as his young master sought for him. But I do know this. I believe it was love that made that young miner leave that warm kitchen that evening, that made him leave a pan of homemade chips and egg to go out searching for an old lost dog. Thank you for listening. Bless you.